Hi there, this is Mel Burgess from the Adult Learning Center, and today I'm going to show you how to insert a picture into a document. So I have a document here. I've typed a little bit about myself. The last video I showed was about formatting a document. So if you want to insert a picture, and most of the time I'm on the Home tab, you just click Insert, and at the top you'll see a link to Pictures. Now if you click Pictures, these pictures are actually from your computer. So if I was to put this picture by clicking on it and choosing Insert, it's going to throw the picture right onto your page like that. Now I've got a deer in my backyard staring at you. When you have a picture in your document, whether it's from the internet or not, most pictures will come in fairly large. First thing you need to know is how to change the size. If you put your pointer on the picture and you see this symbol, a four-headed black arrow, that means move. But if you try to drag this picture, it's just going to start barging its way around. If I try to drag it between Organize and Projects, it will go there, but notice Projects has been pushed underneath it. Right? If I try to drag it between this word computers and again, it pushes your words around. It's not really nice. Pictures are bullies. So that symbol though, when you want to move a picture, you just put it in the middle of the picture and start to drag it around. If you put your pointer in a corner, you'll see the pointer change shape to a diagonal arrow. And you drag the picture towards the center of the photo. Ooh, and it's bouncing around a little bit on me here, that's okay. And you just let go. And the more you do that, the smaller it will get. Right? Now it actually is fitting between the word computers and so on. And you can use any corner. I recommend using the corners. That's what keeps what's called the aspect ratio consistent. Right? If you use the center ones, it gets kind of too wide, and don't do that. Don't use the ones in the middle. They just make your picture look all skewed. So, like a long, tall, skinny deer. So I'm going to get rid of that. It's already selected, but again, if you want to get rid of a picture, just click on it and press backspace or delete, and it's gone. All right. I'm going to go online for a second. I'm going to use Google Chrome. And you might have Google set as your home page. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you're using, Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox, you can just click at the top of any of these browsers and type what you're looking for. So I'm going to put a picture of a camera aperture. And you can see it's actually, I've already typed it, so that's why it showed up so fast. But type what you're looking for and press Enter or Return on your keyboard, and Google will search for it. Now it's found information on the web, and so it's found definitions of aperture and everything you ever want to know about aperture. I just want images. So next, select images, and you'll just see them. Don't be fooled, these are not pictures. They look like pictures, but notice that my pointer is actually a hand when I put it on any one of these. These are links that actually will take you to other areas of the internet where the pictures actually came from. So here's a nice picture. It's from Vimeo.com. As you're moving your pointer around on the thumbnails, you'll see the dimensions. This picture is 620 pixels wide by 465 tall. This picture is 730 pixels by 730 pixels. So you get a kind of an idea of the size, right? This is 3,508 pixels wide. It's many times wider actually than my whole screen. So this is definitely not the real size of the photo. This is just a tiny little thumbnail image. And I'm going to choose one that's a little bit smaller. It doesn't really matter. Actually, the larger the pixel size, generally the sharper it will look in your document. Because you can shrink a big picture and it still looks good, but you can't really stretch a big picture and maintain its crisp quality. So I'm going to click on this one. That sort of expands, and you can now see it in its larger size. This may be its true size, but notice it's still, when I put my pointer out, it's still a hand. So you can click Visit Page, where the picture actually comes from on the internet, or View the Image. When you click View Image, you actually get to see the real image. There's the true image. Okay? If you right-click on the image, you're going to get a menu, a pop-up menu that asks you if you want to save the picture or if you want to copy that image. Okay? Be careful when you right-click that you actually right-click on the image. If I right-click out here in the middle of nowhere, it asks me if I want to do something with the page. No, I don't. I want the picture, so be purposeful when you right click. I'm going to select copy image. I don't really want to keep it for all time on my computer. I just want to copy it for my document. And I click on copy image. Now nothing happens. Be ready for this. When you copy an image, it goes into your computer's memory. It's waiting for you to do the other half of copy, which is paste. So after you copy, travel to the document that you like. Now you can see actually I have two documents open here, so I have to choose the one. I was working on this one here, document 1. So I'm going to click on that one. It brought me right back. Right. Paste. If you right click anywhere on your document, in 2013 you may get 2 or even 3 paste options. So it's usually under paste options you'll see there's 2 little clipboards. I usually just pick the first one. That keeps the picture the way it looked when it came from the internet, and click. There, now the picture is there, and like the deer picture, it's a bully. It's going to push my words around. In fact, it's pushed it onto 2 pages. So I got to shrink that picture. Click the picture. When you do that, also notice that you have picture tools. If you click off the picture, picture tools goes away. Click on it again, they come right back. Okay, so you won't get a lot of these tools, I just clicked up there on tools, unless the picture is actually selected. If you've clicked on it, you'll see your tools. If you click off of it, they go away. So click the picture. Not only will you have access to lots of editing tools, but you'll also be able to put your pointer on a corner and shrink that picture down to size. So I'm just going from corner to corner. I'm dragging toward the middle and then releasing my mouse button. Okay. The most important button actually with pictures is one called wrap text. It's here, and in 2013 they're so smart, they know this. They put that button right beside every image that you see. Now this won't print if you were to send this to the printer right now. It's just a command. If you click it, you'll get different options of how you want your picture to behave with text. If you want to know what these things mean, you can hover on it. That's square. The words will be like a perfect square around the image. The words will be formed tight to the image in case it's not actually a perfect square picture. Through, the words will run right through the image, and if parts are transparent. Top and bottom is basically almost like in line with text, but it just forces words can't be beside, even next to it a little bit. And you can put the picture all the way behind the words, or the picture can float in front of your words. I'm going to try tight. And if you don't have 2013, you probably still have text wrapping as a button under picture tools. So click on that, you'll see the same command. So I'm going to click tight. And you'll see now that the words will bounce all around the edges. It's hard to read words as they flow from the left to the right of a picture. So even when text is flowing tight around the image, I still either put it on the left, or if I have a bunch of empty space, I'll put it maybe sometimes on the right. It depends on what you're doing in your document. Okay. So now I'm able to drag this picture around no problem. I can drag it anywhere I want and put it wherever I like. Even if I drag down a bit, it'll slide down the page. And I just don't let go with my left mouse button until I'm happy with its placement. So it'll drop it right there. I just let go of the left mouse button. As soon as I click somewhere, that's where the picture lands. Okay. Now you know how to copy and paste a picture, either from your own picture library or from the millions of pictures you can find on the internet. Okay. Just remember, when doing this, you are breaking copyright. Right? I couldn't turn around and sell this document to someone. That's not my picture. In fact, it's best practice to give credit to who took the picture. If I want to do that, I can back up one step on my browser, go visit the page. This picture came from Katie Armstrong. Thank you, Katie. This is Mel Burgess, and thanks for watching.